And we are back. I'm so excited to have been talking to the guest that we have here in the studio with us. She has just been such a light. It's been great hearing about your story of how you created Trabaja and why it exists and what you do with this company. Guys, we have in our studio today the founder and CEO of Trabajo, who is resilient. She's a leader. She's impactful, and she is doing a damn thing. Now, is there ever any points in your and how long has Trabaja been in existence?
5 years.
5 years.
Yep.
Is there ever any point in your business at this time in this 5 years where you would just beating your chest? I'm that girl. We winning over here.
Yeah, I think I have like the founder entrepreneur syndrome. Like whenever I complete a milestone, I'm already on to that next
Sure, sure.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I never really take a moment just to like take it all in. But it's times like this where I'm at events like Afrotech when folks are stopping me on the plane or just wanting to take a picture with me, and I'm like, you want to take a picture
Yeah, I
with me?
want to take a picture with you.
Yes. So I think
What?
it's moments like that. I'm like, you know me? Like,
Yes.
I don't even know sometimes that folks know who we are. But it's just reassuring and it's nice confirmation.
Speaking of celebrations, and you're mentioning being a part of Afrotech this week,
Mhm.
tell me how you got to be a part of Afrotech. What is Diversitech? What does that mean to you?
Yes. So Afrotech actually reached out to us to be a partner this year. So we're a thought leadership and community partner for them. In addition to writing articles on upskilling and training for Blavity, which is their platform, we also were able to amplify, what they do and share some tickets with our community, which are the 15 folks that we brought in for the event that you were at yesterday. So culture leaders from all over the country. It's funny because our partnership lead Ray was mentioning he thought everyone was from Houston, all of the Trabaja members, but they're actually from a city all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
So Diversitech is a honestly, it's one big homecoming. It's a family reunion, so to speak. But it was my way of creating a safe space for folks who might not identify as being African American or Black and might not identify with being, Latina or Latino. Because I feel like there's always these silos of communities, right, and ecosystems. So you're either going to a women's conference, a men's conference, a Black conference, or a
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic
Mm-hmm.
conference. What if you're a combination of all of those things? And me identifying and having these dual identities as being Afro Latina. My mom is Black, my dad is Colombian, and so I never really felt like I belonged in the all Black space because they say, well, what else are you?
Mm-hmm.
You're Black, but you're something else too. And then when I'm in the Latino spaces, they speak Spanish, and I'm like, well, my Spanish ain't that great. So Diversitech is really just that safe space for me, but I think for so many others, they could bring their full selves to the table, and there's not a lot of explaining that has to be done when you're there.
Would you consider yourself an innovator considering the climate today, the political climate,
Mm-hmm.
DEI potentially going away, if it isn't already gone away?
Mm-hmm.
And do you including or creating an event space like this or program like this with Diversitech, how do you think you'll be able to continue to expand it, grow it, or is it exactly what it needs to be for such a time as this?
I think it's exactly what it needs to be for times like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a community of folks that come together and share similar lived experiences, so we can come together and talk about situations like this and how can we, galvanize and get together to make intentional impact in communities when we're struggling and when there's political climates that might not be in our best interest. We have to figure out, well, what's next for us, and we can't just sit here and do nothing. So maybe it's even a better time for us to come together as a community and to support one another. So I think we're exactly where we need to be. We're that support system when things don't always go right for us, and we're constantly championing for each other. So when folks may not feel like striving, continuing to push, we're constantly letting them know that there are great things that can be done even in these trying situations.
Who needs to connect to Trabaja?
Anyone who is kind of unsure about what that next career journey looks like, anyone who's looking to advance but don't know exactly what that looks like. We're all about finding the in demand skills that you need to continue to advance. There's a lot of professionals that are out there that are intelligent, but they don't know how to apply those skills to maybe a higher paying role. Maybe they're unemployed or underemployed, and we don't talk about that enough. So if you have a master's degree and you're making under 50, 60K, like, and you're not advocating for yourself in the workplace, asking for those promotions, we help folks champion for themselves in the workplace.
I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
love that. Shannon Morales with Trabaja is here today at Amazing 102.5 FM. She is the founder and the CEO, and she shared her story of impact, how she came about, what diversity tech is, how important it is, again, right now, even more so than ever. Um, what's next for you, Shannon?
I'm just trying to get through tomorrow and
No,
today.
literally.
So, um, my goal is we just launched the Culture Leaders Program, which is 12 leaders in different cities all across the country. We brought them here for the first time in Houston. And my goal is to get at least 2,000 folks hired next year in 2025. It's a big goal, but I know we can do it and I know our community needs it. And that is helping them secure salaries of 75K plus, helping them upskill in in-demand careers such as cybersecurity, data analytics, digital marketing. We already have a few programs and partnerships with companies like CompTIA, and we have a lot of employer partners that we're signing on board. We just partnered with TaskRabbit, so small, medium-sized companies, enterprises, as well as growth stage startups that are venture backed. So if companies are just getting that infusion of capital, they're scaling, they have to think intentionally about how do they build inclusive workplaces, and they can partner with Trabaja and things like that as well. So it's just a lot of scaling in 2025. How can we continue to grow our impact and bring on intentional partners? So that's what the future holds for us, is just more intentionality, more partners, and making sure that intentionality comes with impact for our community.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to wrap this interview up. We
Mm-hmm.
like to leave fans, followers, listeners, and supporters with something inspiring, something empowering, something they can take with them the rest of the day, the rest of the week, and all the way up to the weekend. Shannon Morales, founder and CEO of Trabaja. What do you want to leave us with today?
I want to leave everyone with just instilling some confidence in you that you can do anything that you put your mind to. That there is money out there for us to get as communities of color, and that we can strive and do great things with tech and together.
I love it. And how do we find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Shannon Morales, or you can also follow us at trabaja.co.
Hey guys, look, I am going to leave you with the same thing I always leave you with. Be the change you want to see, and if not you, who? If not now, when? This is the Amanda Sapp Morning Show on Amazing 102.5 FM. Your Do Good Through Good station where we're changing lives one listener at a time. Until next time, we're out.